you, Mr. Chairman. Now, as a result of our previous discussions, gentlemen, I have visited many provincial towns and cities, all of which were carefully investigated. I have now reached the decision as to which place is the best for the location of our venture. My choice is Victoria's premier town. Strange to say, the first thing I noticed about Wangaratta was the intense enthusiasm of the people. This city is often called the city of opportunity, and in looking around and watching the people at work and play, I felt I must agree. Geographically, Wangaratta is a thriving city, ideally situated at the junction of the Ovens and King Rivers, and is on the main transport arteries between Melbourne and Sydney. The choice of transport would ensure rapid shipment of our products to all our customers. Several daily passenger trains stop at this important railhead, providing fast, comfortable travelling to metropolitan or interstate areas. Goods yards are extensive, and spur lines connect the main industrial area in which we're interested. An all-weather airstrip for light commercial and private planes is often used for quick business trips, and plans are being made to extend this facility. This prosperous city has a population of 16,000 people and is already the site of many progressive industries. These have proven that decentralization is a practical proposition. I'm convinced that one of the big advantages to us would be the availability of a much more stable and reliable labor force. This is helped by the fact that employees all live close to their job, and there is, of course, no traffic problems. The type of industries already established are varied and range in size from small factories to those such as the woolen mills and Bruck fabrics, which together employ 1,300 people. I went to the modern municipal offices to discuss our needs with city councillors and the city engineer. Their progressive outlook is encouraging, and they're willing to assist in various ways the establishment of other factories. The City Council has set aside hundreds of acres of choice level land for industries such as ours. Roads, water, sewerage, power and other facilities are readily available to these sites. From the air, the area appeared well planned, was abutted by several well-established industries, and is only 1 mile from the centre of the city. The Premier of Victoria, the Honourable Sir Henry Bolte, in opening the first stage of the Buffalo Dam, emphasised that this reservoir valley, and particularly the future demands of Wangaratta's growing industries. The City Council is aware that the rapid growth of Wangaratta would not have been possible but for the interest shown and the valuable assistance given by the state government in various ways. Our needs, and just as importantly, the needs of our employees, would be met with unlimited and filtered water, modern gas and electricity supply to rapidly expanding housing areas. Relatively cheap building blocks are readily available, and coupled with various home finance schemes would make this city an attractive proposition to our staff. The Housing Commission alone has built 800 homes, and together with private building activities has led to the development of several areas and new industries. It is of particular interest that all essential building materials and know-how are available locally. Whilst travelling around Wangaratta, the variety in building designs was very noticeable. With the limited time at my disposal, I was only able to make a quick look at some of the building supplies and manufacturers, but from what I saw, I was impressed by the quality of their products. Typical of these local industries are the 2 brickworks which produce 4 million bricks per year in various colours and designs. is a constant demand and variety of building needs, and consequently no job is too small or too large for these firms to tackle, whether they be minor repairs or the building and servicing of major housing or factory projects, not only in Wangaratta, but in other towns and cities. To serve such a growing community, modern shopping facilities are available. The main shopping and commercial centres are concentrated in the one area, and this, coupled with suitable parking facilities, enables shoppers and businessmen to complete their needs with a minimum of effort. For convenience, there are several excellent suburban shopping areas, allowing the busy housewife to obtain her requirements speedily and without fuss. Connecting all suburbs with the city centre is a regular passenger service. Incidentally, passenger and parcel buses service the whole district as well as interstate cities. Wangaratta is well provided with churches of all denominations. Some of these churches are fine examples of traditional architecture, whereas the more recent constructions have been built on modern designs using local materials. A fine example of classical architecture is the magnificent Holy Trinity Cathedral. On completion of recent additions to this cathedral, the city was honoured by a visit from the Archbishop of Canterbury, Dr. Ramsay, who came specially to perform a commemorative opening ceremony. Led by some capable mayors, Wangaratta and its citizens have won many state and national awards, including the National Wool Festival. But the one that was perhaps most important was the winning of Victoria's Premier Town competition for the period 1964 to 1967. This community enthusiasm is also well illustrated by the work of 5 extremely active service clubs. Their activities range from projects such as the building of a children's road safety school, the restoration of local items of historical interest, the building of a Girl Guides Hall, a school for intellectually handicapped children, to Meals on Wheels for pensioners, and the transport throughout the district of nurses' aides for the blood bank, to name but a few. A magnificent city hall is the venue for many of the social and cultural activities of the people. The highlights of these activities are the ABC concerts and the annual arts festival featuring well-known international and Australian artists. Several local groups have reached such a high standard that they can produce first-class performances in their own right, enabling people to express their talents to the enjoyment of the general public. As educational facilities are so important to our married employees, I also checked on this aspect and found that primary and secondary students are well catered for. Conveniently situated schools, including 2 denominational colleges, enable students to reach matriculation or diploma standards. Jim asked me to check on apprenticeship courses in which his son is interested, and I am pleased to inform him that these and several others are available. A unique feature of adult education in Wangaratta is the centre. This project has proven to be a most successful experiment by the Victorian Education Department, and a wide variety of courses are available to people within the city and district, some of whom travel up to 180 miles to attend. These classes cater for many subjects not available at evening classes at the technical school, and they range from the purely academic to the cultural. In addition to the centre classes, the facilities at this building are also widely used by various organisations such as the Film Society, the Gemstone Group, the Horticultural and Historical Societies, and many others. Many regional services are also based in Wangaratta. The most important of these are possibly those catering for the medical needs of the community. From its headquarters, an efficient and well-equipped ambulance service covers areas up to 120 miles away. This also combines with an air ambulance service which brings patients from as far afield as the Snowy Mountains hydroelectric scheme. For those unfortunate enough to require hospitalization, there is a large base hospital equipped with the most modern facilities. It is a registered training hospital with a staff of 250, as well as having highly qualified doctors and specialists available at all times. For the avid reader, there is a regional library providing free reading for residents in Wangaratta and 5 adjoining shires. And the most up-to-date fire station building in Victoria is the headquarters of the Urban Fire Brigade, which has 8 modern radio-equipped vehicles. Whilst there is a permanent staff on constant alert, the main body of the brigade consists of volunteers who spend many hours each week practicing for that time when speed and efficiency are vital. One of my most pleasant memories of Wangaratta was the standard of accommodation available to the businessman and tourist. Numerous hotels and motels are located near the centre of the city, and they provide first-class service at reasonable costs. Imagine my surprise and delight to find that continental and other foreign dishes are featured in some of the better-class dining rooms. Having such features as satisfactory accommodation, numerous halls and other facilities, together with a wide variety of tourist attractions, it is no wonder that this city is gaining in popularity as a venue for conferences and conventions. On any visit to Wangaratta, you can't miss seeing their unusual fountain. Its artistic design and attractive setting induces many a traveller to stay a while and take the opportunity to enjoy this and other tourist attractions of the city and surrounding countryside. Whilst watching the children swimming and playing in the Olympic pool, I realized that one very important aspect that must not be overlooked, the opportunities available for our employees and their families to enjoy their leisure time. Sporting facilities were up to the standard one would expect from such a city, and as far as I could see, every branch of sport was played and enjoyed by members of many clubs. In fact, there are over 30 different types of sporting clubs available to the enthusiast. Wangaratta, considered to be the gateway to the northeast, is also popular with caravan tourists who can use as their base a large, well-appointed caravan and camping park, which is ideally situated on the banks of the Ovens River, close to the centre of the city. We all have different ideas on the best way to relax, and whilst I may choose to fish for trout in one of the well-stocked streams, others may prefer to go sailing or water skiing on the nearby reservoirs or lakes.